All right, good morning to everyone, and thank you for taking the time to be with us today. My name is Steve Dillard. I am the Senior Law Enforcement Liaison for the Tennessee Highway Safety Office. And on behalf of our office, we want to thank our media partners for being with us today. We appreciate our partners from the state of Alabama and our agencies from the state of Tennessee. Today, we are going to talk a little bit about our Hands Across the Border event that we are pretty much working on all day. We will kick off this morning with this press event, and then this evening we will be working on a sobriety checkpoint, and there'll probably be more discussion on that. We all know that we now are into the fall season, and a lot of people are going to be traveling, getting out on the roads, and enjoying some family time. But we also know that during this time, people sometimes don't always pay attention to the surroundings as they're going down the roadways. So we want to bring a little bit of attention to our driving public that we are going to be out and about today. We'll be out pretty much every day to the end of the year, because our goal in Tennessee is to try to save as many lives as we can, and that means that we're going to be watching for the risky behavior that some of our drivers do on our highways, our back roads, our municipal roads, and we want to let you know we are going to be out here trying to make sure we catch you from hurting yourself. So we have several folks that are here today to speak, and I'd like to take a moment now to introduce our Director Buddy Lewis with the Tennessee Highway Safety Office.
Again, it's great to be here with everyone here today, and just to bring attention to what we're trying to accomplish, and that goal is to save lives. And everyone in the state of Tennessee, and I'm sure it is in Alabama, is committed to doing everything and anything that we can do to save lives across the roadways of our states. As Steve mentioned, I am the Director of the Tennessee Highway Safety Office. And first of all, I'd like to recognize some of our partners who are attending here today. First of all, the Alabama Department of Economic and Community Affairs, Alabama Law Enforcement Agency, state troopers. I've talked to several of them and enjoyed our conversations with them. The Limestone County Sheriff's Office out of Alabama, the Madison County Sheriff's Office out of Alabama. We welcome everyone from the state of Alabama here into our Tennessee community this morning. We have the Giles County Sheriff's Office, of course, the Tennessee Highway Patrol, and any other agency that I did not mention, I apologize, but we are just pleased that you all are here with us. The White House Police Department, and also a big partner of ours is the Tennessee Tech University. So we are pleased to be here with everyone this morning. The partnership among agencies across our region is very, very important. You know, if we can't work together to do something about our fatal crashes and our fatalities, then we're fighting a losing battle. Everyone who partners with us, and I'm sure in Alabama, is very much appreciated, because it takes all of us to make a difference and save lives on our roadways across our states. The purpose of the Hands Across the Border is to collaborate with bordering state partners and local agencies to prevent traffic crashes, injuries, and fatalities. During this checkpoint this evening, officers will be working together to take drunk drivers off the roadways and ensure everyone is following the traffic safety laws. This effort is to support our local communities by protecting the lives of the residents and those passing through our communities. All we ask for is voluntary compliance. We just ask that you obey the traffic laws, pay attention, never drink and drive, and remember to always buckle up and ensure our children are properly restrained in our car seats. You know, this past week, we have been in Louisville, Kentucky at our Governor's Highway Safety Association annual conference. And one statistic that really caught my attention was this, that almost 50% of our fatal crashes across the country are in rural areas, rural roadways. but only 19% of our population actually lives in rural areas of our country. That is staggering to me. So we are going to do everything in our power to make certain that our rural roadways are safe. And coming down this morning from Nashville, I just observed so many dangerous actions by drivers, weaving in and out of traffic, driving 75, 80 miles an hour in thick traffic, heavy traffic, weaving in and out. And it's really scary. I've had a number of senior citizens, particularly, who have voiced their concerns that they're actually scared to get on the interstate systems across our country because of the erratic and dangerous driving behaviors. So we just want to bring attention to those type of behavior actions that drivers are participating in, and just put everyone on notice that we're going to do everything we possibly can to save lives across our region, focusing today here in the area of South, Middle Tennessee and Alabama. And so we appreciate very much the Alabama partnership, and we appreciate everyone's attendance here today. Thank you.
On behalf of Governor Kay Ivey and Director Kenneth Boswell, I wanted to thank you for allowing me to speak today. We are standing here with our partners from Tennessee and the law enforcement officers you see behind me to deliver a message on traffic safety. Even though our deaths for the state of Alabama are down for the year, we are never done. Tonight, we will join our partners in Tennessee for a checkpoint on the state line. Law enforcement is not out to get you, and we would not be standing here telling you about it if we were. We are here to make sure you are following the applicable laws so that you and others' loved ones make it home safely. We ask that you slow down, buckle up, and do not drink and drive. I know the great sports back, college football, is upon us, but make the right decision and get that sober ride home. Click that seatbelt and follow those speed limit signs. If you can do that, then I know we will be successful in lowering the deaths on our roadways. Thank you.
Good morning. On behalf of Alabama Law Enforcement Agency, we want to say how privileged we are and excited to share this opportunity to stand beside the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, the Tennessee Highway Patrol, the Giles County Sheriff's Office, and other supporting agencies. This is very important what we're doing today. As you look behind me, I want you to see that only one goal is common, and that's to save lives today. No matter where we come from, what uniform we wear, in the great state of Alabama, we want to make sure all citizens, no matter if you're driving through, if you live there or commuting, that we want to make sure you get home to your families. Over the years, we did a calculation. We noticed there's been a rise of fatalities over the past years. And some of the contributing factors is seatbelt violations. We see speeding plays a factor. Of course, intoxicated driving and distracted driving as well as following too closely. These be some of the things that we're focusing on. We want to ensure to correct the incorrect driving behavior to make sure the citizens make it home safely. Thank you for your time.
Let me start by thanking the media for being here today and helping us get our message out. Secondly, I want to thank our sister agencies that's behind me and that's dedicated to keeping our highways as safe as possible. As you can probably tell by the presence behind me, no matter what county or state line that you cross, there's no decline in the commitment to making our roadways as safe as possible. The most frustrating thing for us as law enforcement and those behind me is the general public doesn't look at traffic-related deaths in the same manner as they do other violent crimes. And trust me, traffic crashes are violent. When there's an increase in violent crime, we'll see adjustments to our lifestyles to protect ourselves. Folks will start neighborhood watches, they'll walk in pairs, and they'll stand at the courthouse with pitchforks asking their lawmakers to enact tougher laws to keep them safe. On the other hand, we don't take the same approach to traffic-related deaths. We accept them as an inherent risk of driving. We read about a fatal crash in the paper. We feel empathy for those that lost loved ones. And then we continue to do the same things day in and day out that cause fatal car crashes. Hence my next question. How many traffic fatalities are acceptable among your family and friends? Obviously, the answer to that question is 0. And if it is 0, why do we continue to speed? Why do we continue to drive distracted? Why do we continue to drive unbuckled? And why do we continue to drive under the influence of alcohol or drugs? The good news, it's all preventable. My colleagues and I back here, we won't have to knock on another door and tell a mother, a father, a brother, or sister that their loved one is not coming home. We simply ask that you slow down, wear your seatbelt, stay off your phone while you're driving, and please don't drink and drive. If you'll do what we ask you, your odds of dying in a crash are significantly reduced. In closing, we're here today to repeat what Director said. We're asking for voluntary compliance. However, if we don't get it, I can assure you that the Tennessee Highway Patrol and every law enforcement agency represented here today will provide the motivation. Thank you.
I'd like to thank everybody for being here. I'd like to thank Sunrise Chapel for hosting this and Ardmore Police Department. It's an honor for us to host this year. And the big thing I'd like to say is just the brotherhood of the two states here gathering today, and what the common goal is, what we're going to meet and what we're going to do. But like I said, thank you again to Sunrise Chapel, and it's an honor for Giles County to be hosting this today. Thank you.
Good morning. First of all, I want to thank all these men behind me, because they're the ones that put themselves in harm's way every day and every night to protect us on the roadways. So they are owed our gratitude and appreciation. But Madison County Sheriff's Office, we are proud to partner with all these other agencies just to try to make our roadways safer. We've enacted or built a traffic safety unit, Madison County Sheriff's Office, in the last few months, and their goal is basically what's been repeated up here today. It's to hopefully get it to where our state troopers aren't having to work so many wrecks on our unincorporated roadways, unincorporated areas of the county. And on top of that, not just saving lives, but even reducing injuries as a whole. The traffic in Madison County has grown tremendously over the last few years. With that, bad driving habits have grown also. The same things they've mentioned: following too close, speeding, not wearing a seatbelt, distracted driving in general, but impaired driving is a big one. Our guys will be out working tonight, our traffic unit, doing the same thing, looking not just for bad driving habits and opportunities to educate the public, but tonight's focus for us in Madison County will really be on impaired driving. So drive safe, think about the others on the roadway, think about your family, think about other families that you could potentially be putting in harm's way if you've got bad driving habits. And I'll close by saying, just think twice before drinking and driving and getting on the roads in Madison County, because I can tell you every day, but especially tonight, we'll have somewhere for you to go if you decide you want to do that. Thank you.
In closing, you can see we've got a message that we want our driving public to adhere to. This weekend's going to be a lot of festivities. We've got football games going on, festivals going on. The weather's just perfect out here today. But we don't want today to be a day of tragedy for a family because someone made a decision to drink and drive. So please, we ask you, if you're going to choose to drink, have that designated driver. Take that 1 second and put your seatbelt on, because we know statistically seatbelts do save lives. Put your telephone down. That text is not that important for you to be looking down to your phone and then end up veering off the road and causing a crash. We want to make this weekend and all other days a safe day for everybody. And as I said earlier, we need your help. So please, buckle up, slow down, and just don't choose to drink and drive. This press event now is concluded. We thank you for our media partners for being here, and we hope you have a good day.